Hi, this is Pete Singer. I'm the editor-in-chief of Semiconductor Digest. I'm here at Semicon West 2025. I'm here with Mark Horowitz, is the CEO of Pure Wafer. So, Mark, we've talked a lot over the years now, and we're very interested in the reclaim services that you offer. And can you tell us you're the largest reclaim service provider in the U.S. and maybe the only one, as a matter of fact. So, can you tell us what's going on?
We're the largest reclaimer in the United States. We're also the most strategically advanced in design rules for particle sizes. So we reclaim wafers. Both 50% of our business is IDMs and 50% is the equipment manufacturers. And so we'll take reclaim wafers down to 26 nanometer particles all the way to mechanical grade. So we've been doing that for 20 some plus years, and we're tripling our capacity in Prescott for all the growth in Arizona now.
And can you kind of just walk us through all the steps involved in a wafer reclaim?
Yeah, so wafer reclaim is kind of an art system. We'll get random wafers from customers. We have to keep the customers' wafers together so we don't intermix customers. You have to sort them kind of like baseball cards, by team, by position. So we sort the metals away from photoresist, away from silicon. Then we'll strip and etch those. We'll double side polish those. We'll CMP them. We'll clean them with a cleans tool. We'll do an inspection tool, typically a KLA inspection, and then give them a grade, and then give them back to our customers.
And Mark, we've talked about the supply chain and the risks of, kind of mismanaging your wafer supply. Can you tell us a little bit more about that and what happens if you're looking for other alternatives outside of the U.S.?
Yeah, so supply chain risk is huge. We saw it during the COVID period where people couldn't get 40-foot containers. We've seen it in other times where now shipping processes are difficult. And even with tariffs, nobody has an unknown of what the tariffs would be like. So being local in the United States makes it easy. We can truck wafers in, and then we truck them back to our customers. It makes it quick and fast and easy for us. And it's a supply chain risk that reduces. If we can reduce the supply chain risk, typically it reduces the inventory that a customer has to carry, which means more cash that they can do something else with.
Okay. And you've got, I know about Knoll Technologies as part of your company. Can you tell us more about what other groups you have under the Pure Wafer umbrella?
Yeah, so Reclaim is our biggest business, but a lot of customers, they'll send us wafers and, we yield those wafers. If they send us 10,000 and we yield 9,800, they still want 10,000 back. So we have a brokerage business where we'll go out and find wafers, supply them to 200 extra to make sure there's a group of 10,000 that goes back to them at all times. They don't want to go look for a small amount of wafers to have a supply for, so we do that for them. The other businesses we have a lot of equipment manufacturers and other vendors. If they need wafers with a certain type of film on it, we'll sell them the wafer, but we'll also sell them a film, whether it's a tungsten film or tantalum nitride, copper film, or even just simple oxide. We'll sell them a wafer and a film. On top of that, we do a standards company. Well, we'll make standard wafers for you. If you need a wafer for metrology tool, we create the standards for that, whatever that may be in the metals and whatnot. We also do, when we're handling 10,000, 20,000 of your wafers every week, you want to know where they are in transit, where they are in the building. We have software that manages that, tells you where everything is, allows you to order wafers, allows you to, engineers to even order wafers, for you to have some process control over where those wafers are. And then lastly, for our biggest customers, we'll do warehouse control. So we'll manage all those wafers. If you can imagine, if you're doing 15, 20,000 wafers a week that are moving out of a building and into R&D centers, it's hard to kind of manage all that movement. We'll manage all that movement, bring the wafers back to us, reclaim them, put them back in the warehouse, and spread them back out again. So we try to make sure that for our customers, if you have any challenge with silicon, you come to us and let you focus on your core business, and we'll focus on managing the silicon for you.
Okay. Well, thank you, Mark. Hope you have a great show.
Thank you, sir. Very nice seeing you guys.